They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Running is Jacobs. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
One, Omaha. Hey, Haywood.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Go! 180! I don't think you got it, son. Slam, slam, slam. Check 9, check 9. Mike 28. Hey, number 28.
Here's Rashad Penny, first carry for the former San Diego State Aztec. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Slam, slam, slam. Go, bro.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Hey, let's get there.
Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A terrific run there by Penny, 53 yards. So all the way down close to the goal line, good blocking up front, helped to spring him.
When this drive is over, he's got to get to the bench and sing Kumbaya with the offensive line, doesn't he? Big-time openings for him, gets him all the way down to the 2-yard line. Let's see if they can pound it in.
Penny will try to punch it in, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. His throw incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it's third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
Here we go.
Garoppolo. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Penny. Room here to run. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Penny, 76 yards. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Here's Jacobs, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! 2, 2, 2, 6, 6. Hey, foxtrot.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Go. 11.
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
21. 13, spell. 36.
They'll try and fight for it here with Campbell. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, orbit.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Penny, a first down carry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now Rashad Penny. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to a first down.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Hey, 4 down. 11. Hey, wahoo! Hey, gun.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
13, 21.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Entering pause screen. Resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your here to resume online game, cancel.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A huge play there for Denver. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Here we go. 180. Lock. General West.
They'll run on first down. Campbell. He will push his way down to about the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Pilot, 64, weak. Lock. Hey, Echo. Hey, gun.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Penny on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Let's go, man. Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Hey, gun.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
I got you.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Got an open man, that's Campbell. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here we go. 180! Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep, man. 21. Here we go. Jim. Mike 7. Let's go, tackle, let's go. We got this. Watch the end. 11. 7. Hey, I'm coming. 7's a mark. Get in the way, man.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Here we go. 180! Check. 2. I'm here all day. Hey, gun.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're doing.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad Penny, 77 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get third down. 12. 21.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Tight end's right. 3 down. Hey, Charlie. Hey, gun.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Completes it to Lee. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
21. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Darnell Savage on the tackle. 5 yards
Check
on the
24,
play.
check 24.
And it's 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Flag! 1, Omaha. 13, 13.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Eleven. 21. Here we go. Five.
They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Watch time. Tight end run.
Penny. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They'll run it again with Penny. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
A 2-yard loss on the play.
No.
It's 3rd and 11.
Bullet high.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they are silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us a ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I'd have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, 80! White. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, seam 6.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career. And
he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
61, matchbox lights. 11. Check 49. 2.
And now a carry here for the fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey. 4 down. You go tight. You got tight right there. 11. 12. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
21. 11.
He may try and run for this. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, gun.
Now Garoppolo. Caught by Nelson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
65. White. Hey. High 7.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Jacobs now. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 39-yard line.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Broncos on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Six. Lock.
He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down.
First down, Broncos.
'21. Recon, 132 fighter. Kill.
They run it with Jacobs. And a solid run down inside the 30. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
Here we go. 180. We got three. 21. Here we go. Check. X3. 218, chop. Stand.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
11.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Watch the safety creep. 1, Omaha. Undercrush. Lock.
Hey, switch gears. Switch.
11.
Show it in. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
21.
Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
This is Penny, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check nickel.
Hey, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
On the run, it's Penny. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Watch the screen.
They'll try the right side here with Penny. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop them with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Greystone travel.
On 3rd down, Penny. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
4 down. Check that out.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 down. Check.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He completes it to Nelson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was their defense that really made the statement after